ओंटारियो ਦੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਪ੍ਰਭਮੀਤ ਸਰਕਾਰੀਆ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੁਈਨਸ ਪਾਰਕ 'ਚ ਲੈਜਿਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਤੋਂ रिड्यूसिंग ग्रिडलॉक सेविंग यू टाइम एक्ट अगर आ लेजिस्लेशन पास हो जाता है तो जो हाईवे है हाईवे 413 या बाकी जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है हाईवे है वो फास्ट ट्रैक से बनाए जा सकते हैं एक्सटेंशन ऑफ हाईवे 410 और 427 की भी गल की उन्होंने एक्सटेंशन शवल्स इन द ग्राउंड बड़ी तेजी नाल हो सकता है देखते हैं मिनिस्टर सरकारिया ने ओंटारियो च आ जिहड़ा ग्रिड लॉक है इनू टैकल करने लई और साडा टाइम कितना सेव होए ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੈਜਿਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ
So what we've done here today with the introduction of the bill is expedite the EA process on the Highway 413 Bradford bypass and Garden City Skyway. So what we have done is we've created a building highways priority act, which allows us to ultimately designate those three projects for 24/7 construction once they are procured. It allows us to exempt ourselves from early works EA, which continues to be an extensive process. We've seen, 20 plus years of studies done on the 413. This is another step forward in making sure we get shovels in the ground. And then ultimately also focusing our efforts on the removal of bike lanes where there has been traffic lanes that have been taken away. So if you travel downtown, we know that gridlock is an all-time high. It takes longer than ever before to get to and from where you need to go. And we believe that the bike lanes have taken away significant parts of the road, almost 50% in some certain cases, and unfortunately made it even harder to get around the city. So this is really a focus from our perspective on ensuring that we can build Ontario, make the investments that we need, and support transit across and support building highways, transit, and reducing gridlock across the province.
Minister, first of all, very good announcement by your ministry that after getting a G license, one has to wait 1 year to get a commercial license. This kind of announcement was pending since a long time. So my question is, any update do you have, as we discussed before also, any legislation coming to ban the visitors getting commercial license? And also, any comments you want to make on the recent report by the CBC also, in which lots of truck driving schools, they are getting cash paid and giving truck driving licenses without any proper system. They are operating or fraudulently. Anything you want to make comment on that?
Yeah, thank you, Nathan. On the first question, I think that 1 year. So what we have is a motion on the floor of the House that will be debated in the coming days with respect to MPP Amarjot Sandhu on strengthening commercial driver licenses, making sure people have that experience. So to your question on how do we come to a solution on those who are here illegally or those who are driving illegally. Basically, if you have to have 1 year's worth of experience on Canadian roads before you can get into a commercial license, that will eliminate anybody that is here on a temporary visa or on a visitor visa, because they wouldn't be able to show that they've held a G license for a year. So this requirement will completely wipe out anyone that is driving fraudulently or driving without a permit or driving without the necessary requirements that will be set out by the ministry moving forward. So I think it's very important to know that not only are we strengthening commercial vehicle driving through this proposed motion for everyone, but it also targets very specifically anyone that might be in the province without the proper experience or paperwork on the marketplace. We have zero tolerance for that. There have been 6 individuals that have been terminated from drive test upon investigation. We also have an OPP investigation ongoing with our fraud department to understand and appreciate and investigate who are some of these people that are doing this. So we are, and if any of your viewers continue to have information of people trying to sell licenses or illegally use, we will gladly Act to give that information to the OPP investigative unit that is currently reviewing this criminal activity. We have shut down multiple schools across the province through the inspectors at MCU, and we will continue to enforce very heavily and have zero tolerance for anyone that's breaking the rules or not teaching the actual classes in a way that they should. And we'll continue to improve enforcement and continue to look at other ways in which we clamp down even harder on those that are not supporting or following the rules.
Minister, can I get a clarification on the first
Yeah.
answer? So if anyone comes as a visitor to Canada, so he can get the G license because he's already eligible. Visitors are getting the G license. So means on a visitor visa, he can drive for 1 year as a visitor. Then after 1 year, he will be eligible on a visitor status to get a commercial license. Please.
If he doesn't have a work permit, he would not be allowed to.
Okay.
If an individual has a work permit after a year, then that, legally there would be no right. But if for that 1 year period, they do not have any and say they were here illegally, they would not be able to drive any sort of commercial vehicle and not be able to test in the system for a year. But once somebody obtains a legal work permit and they've accomplished their 1 year, then at a drive test or when they go for that examination, they would be allowed to do their test.
Okay. Thank you.